In 1692, the small town of Salem, Massachusetts, was gripped by a wave of hysteria and paranoia that would lead to one of the darkest chapters in American history. The Salem Witch Trials were a series of trials and executions that resulted in the deaths of 20 innocent people. In the next few minutes, we'll be exploring the real story behind the trials, from the historical context to the aftermath and legacy of the Salem witches. To understand the Salem Witch Trials, we need to understand the historical context. Salem was a Puritan community, deeply rooted in fear of the devil and the supernatural. The town was plagued by economic struggles, disease, and Native American attacks. The Puritans believed that the devil was a real presence in their lives, and that he could take many forms, including witches. The accusations began when a group of young girls, including Abigail Williams and Betty Paris, started exhibiting strange behaviors, such as convulsions and fits. They accused 3 women of practicing witchcraft: Tituba, a slave from Barbados; Sarah Good, a homeless woman; and Sarah Osborne, an elderly woman. The trials were a sham, with no real evidence or due process. The accusers were often coerced or intimidated into testifying against the accused. Many of the accused were elderly women who lived on the outskirts of town, were known to be argumentative, or had a history of misfortune. As the trials progressed, the hysteria grew. People were accused of consorting with the devil, making pacts with him, and casting spells. The accusations snowballed, and soon many people were accused of witchcraft. In the end, 20 people were executed, 14 of them women. Many others died in prison or fled the area to avoid being accused. The executions were brutal, with some victims being hanged, while others were pressed to death under heavy stones. In 1697, the Massachusetts General Court declared that the trials were unlawful and offered restitution to the victims' families. Many of the accusers later recanted their testimony and apologized for their role in the trials. Today, the Salem Witch Trials serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of mass hysteria, false accusations, and the importance of upholding due process. The trials also highlight the dark side of human nature and the importance of protecting the rights of the accused. Let's take a closer look at the psychological and sociological factors that contributed to the Salem Witch Trials. We'll explore the role of fear, anxiety, and superstition in fueling the hysteria. We'll also examine the impact of the trials on the community and the individuals involved, and discuss the lessons that can be learned from this dark chapter in American history. The Salem Witch Trials were a tragic episode in American history, but by understanding the real story behind the trials, we can learn from the past and avoid repeating the mistakes of history. Thanks for watching Facts in the Veil. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more true stories that will leave you speechless.